How are you doing, guys, and welcome to the One Shot Show. I am Ty, and this is my co-host Josh.
Hello, we are back again, finally, with a video that is not CDL predictions.
Yes,
It's about time. It's been like a month.
it's my fault, but we're back, and I have never been this excited to record a video.
Today, we're gonna do CDL. What would we do? LAG edition. And Ty is very happy about this because he fucking hates the people who run LAG. And he can't wait. Look at him.
There have been plenty of times pre-recording where I have lost my head about LAG, and I'm not going to be harsh, but I'm going to say how I feel on the matter. So I'm excited.
Right, the concept is as forever the same. We have to make, I guess, the most realistic possible team we can for LAG if we are in charge of them now, considering how dog shit they've been, and hope it improves them. You guys can do it the same in below. You can't add Simp and Abizi. That is not realistic. Don't add
No.
Simp and Abizi.
Just now.
Yeah. So the first one, I changed nothing. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Before everyone
oh.
slates me.
Yeah, go. What did you? What's
Right.
your?
Shall we start with main AR?
Yes.
He's got to go, bruv.
I'm telling you, he's got to go.
Assault, for I think both of us, is gone. I'm a fan of Assault. Ty has made his opinions clear in the past on Assault.
Yeah.
Money Cheen for the dub.
It
Oh,
makes
shit.
sense.
We can't do the AOK sign anymore. I apologise. That was meant to be an OK sign. Please don't cancel me. Right. Money Cheen. Both of us agree that he should have stayed.
Good. Why is he gone? Why? Why is he gone?
Their best player. He has to be dropped.
I've got that written down in my notes. Stop dropping players that want to win and make a better roster. That is literally a sentence on my notes.
Well, it clearly worked last time.
Oh yeah, for all of 3 matches.
It did
Like,
work to put it.
This is my point about Assault, because obviously Assault's not actually been that bad, but like, it's the same sort of thing with methods. Okay, you get like for a main AR, that's what you want. You want a main AR, and that they are main ARs. Assault does the main AR job perfectly. Nothing wrong with how he plays it, but you need someone like an Arcetes or like a Crim or like a Clay that will take over. Assault had like one good stage where he got loads of first bloods.
Yeah, Assault. He's been consistent. He's been decent, but for the overall, I guess like it's not meta. The overall structure. There we go. Of the team, he's got to fucking go.
No, bruv!
We both got the big man, the nicest man I think in the world.
I want to give him a hug. I actually just want to cuddle him.
Money Cheen, God bless you. We want you back. Oh, I've shut my whole desk. We want him back.
I already miss him. I miss seeing his little face.
Shout. All adorable. Anyway,
No.
before we upset Ty too much, I got in a Twitter debate about this one because everybody doesn't seem to understand fucking roles. Silly at the start of the game was a second AR and he was good, but people said he can't be good because the team did shit. It's not his fault if fucking apathy was wank. Yeah. Apparently, Silly should be dropped because he's a terrible sub. Being a AR player, that makes sense.
Josh, he's a professional, okay? He's a professional Call of Duty player. It doesn't matter what gun he has in his hands. Like Mbappe could play centre back. He's a professional footballer.
Right, I'll put it this way, right? There's a reason we don't see Octane fucking entry subbing, is there?
Thank you. Silly made the point himself, didn't he? He said that
Yeah. Well,
the
Alex, not
insight.
our cities or
Arse-
Insight, they won't do, will they?
No, they wouldn't perform as well as they do with the main AR because that's not their role. Silly is not a sub. He was a sub on EU in World War Two. On World War
Since
Two EU.
yeah, for Envy, he was a flex. He was probably outside Huke, the best player Envy had all year. Last year, he was an AR flex once again. He performed decently all of last year. Like, it is mind blowing. People expected, we even said it, I believe, at some point. Why would you move him to sub? It makes no sense to bring Chino in, and then Chino played well, so now it makes sense to fucking keep Chino and just put Silly back to where he was good.
Yes, now you say it.
Yeah.
We did say, why would you move Silly when he was their best player? Obviously, Vivid was their best player, but like at that time, Silly was actually taking over maps with the Iron Sight QBZ and stuff. Like he was doing some
Yeah.
random ass shit, and it was working. Like
He was
Sit.
consistently good for them. He had, in stage 1, he had a .99, so basically a 1. Stage 2, he had a 1.09. Stage 3, he had like a .8. He was clearly meant to be on the AR. Anyway, moving
You
on.
can't even argue it. Yeah, let's carry
Before
on.
we get too angry at everybody, Sheen main AR, Silly second AR. Oh, what are you doing for your subs?
So I've got a bit of a controversial opinion here.
Oh, drum roll.
Apathy's got to go. He has he's so smart for this, but he's managed to convince everyone that putting up with his .6s and 7s all year is fine because he'll win champs for you. You're not making it to champs this year. Your hard point prowess is literally non-existent. You go into a series 1-0 down. You just do. So Apathy's got to go. And Mental's been getting a lot of unnecessary hate purely because Cheen's the one that get dropped, and that like Cheen got hate when Vivid was dropped. It's how it works because people have no brain. But Mental is a 22 times champion of Gears of War. He's technically still a Gears of War player, isn't he? No, he's the
He
sub.
is an active sub for E United in Gears still. Somehow, I don't know how it works, seeing as he spent the whole year playing COD for LA Gorillas. But he is an active sub for in Gears of War, yes.
So Mental deserves his chance. So that yeah, that's my reasoning for that. I'll let you explain yours.
It's not just, it's, yeah, I would put Mental into, as I would bring him in. I think it's a smart move. It's a risk, yes, but he's placed like pretty well on LAG. They've got a few third places. They've been consistently really good. Why wouldn't you take a chance on a guy that's a clinical winner? I know it's not in this title, but Florida took a chance on Neptune. That's working out. Dallas took a chance on Shotzi. That's working out. Back in the day, people took a chance on an A1 Formal. Formal's a fucking world champion, one of the best to ever do it in COD. Enables won multiple fucking things and is well respected, and he's got one thumb for fuck's sake. Right. Other game players can be good in COD, and we need to come to that realization that we're not the fucking like pinnacle, and you can transition. So don't give him shit just because he was good in Gears. He's one of the goats of Gears. He was on the best roster ever. He could be the next Shotzi for all we fucking know.
You don't win. You don't win one championship without being good. You don't win 10 without being insane. You don't win 22 if you don't know how to play an FPS. 22. like, yeah, mental's in, and I think this is where the final side is where we disagree. I believe.
Well, I kind of agreed with you for it, but your one that you're gonna say, if I'm correct, is a bigger risk than mine. I think.
I
So do you
believe
want to
so.
go first or?
I'll go first, so you can have the more reasonable one last. So obviously, I think I've made my feelings very clear on apathy. Like, I'm not taking away from the fact he's class, but he's not good at this game. He's not.
Get out.
He has to go. So I've and look, realistically, the bottom four teams aren't making champs. You've got to think of next year. You've got to split up the core three. You just have to, because you're hanging on to a World War II win where you had aches. You don't have aches, so
We've
you don't
converted him. He's an
Well, but
Aches lover.
Aches wins. Aches wins. That's Aches wins. This team doesn't win. You can't even win a hard point, let alone a fucking series. So I've gone throw him in at the deep end. The mental needs to be as comfortable as he can be to thrive. He's had a duo all year. Put them in together. Like what have you got to lose? Ninth?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You still won't go to champs. So think of next year. Think ahead. You've got even if you don't use Exceed next year and you just sell him, his stock's higher.
That's yeah.
You,
If they perform well, because my reasoning for because I kind of agree on this point. It's a bit more risky, seeing as mathematically you can still make the run. You could still get to champs. They have to go undefeated and they have to place really fucking high, and Florida have to shit the bed. But it's possible, which is you would then realistically apathy, experience, handles pressure. You would say you probably keep him, right? But like you said, you probably don't make champs, right? Your team has been fucking shit. You're sat ninth. I think it's 90 points behind or something like that, or 70 points
right.
behind Florida or some bullshit. You've won hardly any games all year. Mental and Exceed have chemistry, Mental and Apathy don't. There's less of a learning curve to have to bring into a team. It means Silly can command the troops easier. It can make sense. Whether or not they'll be any fucking good, they may get roasted. Exceed might come in the league with Mental and they might be fucking destroyed.
Like what have you got to lose is my point. Like you don't you like unless you get into champs, and then obviously then keeping apathy makes sense. It's the one time a year he actually knows how to shoot his gun.
Even if they
So
get into chance
it
with Exceed, they can drop him for Apathy.
that you're allowed to do into like
Into swapping
change
all the
your
time.
yeah. It just makes sense to at least like take a risk. You've had the same core three all year long, and Assault's not really done anything to get dropped, in my opinion. It's just that core three needs to split. So experiment, make Silly your vocal point because he was your vocal point during the stage where you had Vivid still. So build around Silly because he's clearly the only one that is actually any good at the game. That's not just average. I mean, Teen's proven he can main AR, and he's not even been playing main AR. It's the time to take a risk. I know it's basically the LAG Academy team, but you have Silly in there who is silly. He's been around forever, like
He's
literally
been around
forever.
since COD 4, which a lot of people don't know. He was competing against Hastro, who owns Dallas Empire, Aches back in the fucking day, Clayson, like, he is old as fuck in the COD scene.
Yeah, Silly's been around.
He
So,
knows his shit.
well, like compare this. You could compare this situation to New York. Clay and Asim, who has been around but was still not really known. Mac, who broke out last year, and Hydra, oh, and Diamondcon, I guess, they weren't a thing in Modern Warfare really. Like this is their come up year. You've had 3 players don't really know what they're doing, and a leader who's been around forever. And look at them thrive. Do the same thing. Your core three's not working. Throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
I agree. I imagine a lot of people wouldn't. Silly needs to
No.
get dropped on his head, according to Twitter.
Oh yeah, because you can't run a sub. Idiot.
Anyway, there's our team, right? We don't like LAG's management. We think the fact that they've allowed the core three to stay together for so long is stupid. Drop Assault, Money Chain. Drop
Yes.
Apathy, Exceed. Silly across, Mental in. That's your
Build.
four.
I think you build around mental.
If
And
Mental comes in and if Mental comes in and he gets a 0.9 in his first stage in an underperforming team, because bear in mind everyone will be like a 0.9.
it's negative. What are you on about?
It's a bad team, right? Realistically, they're not a great team. If he can come in and hold a 0.9 to a 1, I would then say build around him for the next year.
Yeah.
Because if you then build around and you bring in 3 players, because hopefully for once we actually keep the same fucking amount of players, don't change back to 5v5. Please don't.
Yeah. Don't do that, please.
If you have him and you bring in 3 solid players, or even if you keep Silly, if it's World War II again, keep Silly. And you
Yes.
build around him, he could end up being your superstar. Like they wanted Vivid to be, but they, for some reason, didn't allow.
Yeah, but like, you don't like. This is and this is my final bit on it. I don't want to like keep going, but Vivid wanted to win and improve the team. Like it's Vivid. He doesn't strike me as the sort of guy to go into LAG's management and go, right, get Dashi, get Simpanabizi, and we'll just fucking run at people like that. He's clearly gone in with like, let's improve the team, and they've gone no. So
Yeah.
either you settle for being bottom of the barrel and waste 25 million, or you think about it and go, we've invested a ton of money in this. Let's actually try win something. But I didn't have 25 mil to put in, so
Soon, everyone keeps subbing.
that comment algorithm things.
Right, yeah. Algorithm, make us famous. I will buy a team. I will then bring Rambo out of retirement. No, I'm joking.
Classic.
But a classic Aches Rambo nade shot sorted. They will get smoked, but my god, would we get followers?
Oh yeah, we'll bring viewership for when Scump retires.
They'd be the best S&D team in the world.
But yeah, get the
No.
HBR out.
But yeah, there's our final LAG roster. What we think they should do: Mental, Exceed, Silly, Money Chain. Break that core 3 up, please, for the love of God. Stop
Please.
hoping that the next title's World War II and they'll suddenly be amazing again. Which they probably fucking will, but you need to qualify for champs. Take a fucking risk, or you won't anyway.
Yeah, you've literally got nothing to lose. It just go for it.
And with that, Ty, what have they got to do?
I believe, and I've read the instructions, I think you have to hit the like button, press subscribe, and then that little bell next to it, so when we actually upload something that's not Prediction Wars, you can see it. And comment what you think we've done right and wrong, because obviously throwing Exceed in for Apathy seems stupid to most people. So let me know what you think. If you think I'm an idiot, please tell me.
With that, we'll see ya next time.
See ya.